elders did this. So yesterday, Benue Youth, who have decided to rise against the storm, face their fears, captured one of the Fulani herders that attacked them. But to my surprise, I never knew the Fulani herders had mothers. I never knew. This Fulani herder that was captured yesterday begged that I beg before una pay me, because I know say na pay una go pay me. Allow me to call my mother in the village in Zamfara, that I am sorry, she should forgive me. So indeed, even the devil has conscience. Indeed, even the evil that we are so much afraid of has human feelings, right? These are people within the period of 2 years under Tinubu. The Fulani herders have been able to buy nothing less than 12,000 people, specifically between the axis of Benue and Plateau State. In fact, it has gotten to a point that the Nigerian government has come out openly to confess that we do not have the capacity, we do not have the intelligence to hold these people down, right? We have seen the tour of TV in Benue, who has come out that all Fulani herders must be what? Extradited. Be what? Extradited. We saw in that interview, which I'm going to show to you in a couple of minutes, that the tour of TV challenged the Fulani Mieti Allah guy who came out and said that we, the Fulani herders, are not totally bad. We just have some few elements. This one now, we then capture. They don't capture and block us. Boom, is begging the youth, like, I beg, please, let me call my mother. At least before you buy me. Before this guy went for the attack, whom I am sure, if he has been succeeding in this series of attacks, he would have been sending proteins back home. I am goddamn sure. I am sure he has wife. I am sure he has children. I am sure he has family members and friends, right? And his mom, if he knows that he has the phone number of his mother, I am sure he would have been engaging his mom. I am sure he would have been sending proceeds. This is not even stealing. This is banditry, terrorism. They go into people's villages. People will be in their sleep. They will buy them like chickens, take their farmlands, rape their women. Right? Now, listen, the Benue Youth, I am proud of you. Yes. I cannot say how you take this. I don't know if you should hand over this Fulani herdsman to the police. I don't know if you hand them over to the soldiers. But what we know is the antecedents of the Nigerian army on how they treat these herdsmen, these Fulani terrorist herdsmen, has not been in any way encouraging. These are not my words. These are things that we know. We see. We observe. A campaign was started by the former Fulani president. Buhari said, let us stop the killings of the Fulani bandits. Let us capture them, use our federal money, build a house, whatever they call it, rehabilitation camp, rehabilitate them. When we ask them, have you have a change of mind? After like 6 months, we ask them, Ogashe, you don't change. You don't go kill again. All he has is, I don't change. Oh, my hands are clean. I have stopped. Have you seen a lion that has tasted blood and that would never want to kill again? That's my question to you, the Benue Youth. So the camp was created, and anytime they capture a Fulani bandits, herdsmen, terrorists, they take them into that camp, rehabilitate them 6 to 1 year. They give them what we call agricultural watch, maybe they call it agricultural seed plants and 100,000 token, as a what? As a capital seed or seed capital, whatever word it is used, then they let them go. I can go on and on and on. Was it not the last time that I made a program that a man who was captured in the Abuja Kaduna train attack, that he was captured and he was in the kidnappers' dens, which are the Fulani headsmen, for nothing less than 3 to 4 months. That to his surprise, 2 years later, he went to pray in a mosque in Abuja. That it was, in fact, the leader of the kidnappers that was leading the prayer session. And he saw the guy saw him and he recognized that, hey, what did they do for you? He said, well, I am a changed man. You know, the federal government, in their magnanimity and benevolence, and so forgiving to us because we are Nigerians, and not just Nigerians, we own Nigeria. Or do you want to dispute that? Do you want to argue that? I mean, we know those that control the politics, and whoever control the politics of any society owns the country. Who are those that decide who becomes the leader? If Tinubu wants to become the next president, we know he will go and beg the Babangidas, the Serikin Turakis. We know he will go and beg the Sultans and co. So there's no, I don't have to have tongue in cheek to talk about this. These things are obviously clear, right? They're obviously clear. So if the Benue youth, if you want to allow him call his mother, you might be, you might no problem. You guys are Christians, and I know Christians, there's a doctrine in the Christian world that says that when I slap one side, bam, you turn the other one, you bam, you don't say God is with you. I mean, I have no, I'm not going to be against it. But what I know is the DSS has said, we do not have the capacity. What you want to do is at your fingertips. You can decide to rise up and protect yourself. You can decide to lay low and they wipe you out into oblivion. Because the DSL, before they respond, the attackers would have done their evil. They would have done all the wiping and mopping, whatever they know how to do best. Right? Just some hours ago, the suicide bombers are back. Right? They are back. In a bus stop in Borno State, these suicide bombers, nothing less than maybe 40 or something people have been, they're gone. Innocent people. So what you tell me is, imagine you were able to grab the guy before he detonated the bomb, right? So the guy will not tell you, wait. Please, let me call my wife. I know you people will buy me, but let me call her, let me beg her, let me apologize. My darling, I'm sorry. I wanted to go and bomb about 50 people, but they've captured me. Please forgive me. Laughable. It is just laughable to me. This is a guy who is a very popular, notorious, heinous. When you talk of people who are just, they've lost touch with human feelings. They don't care. In one call, they use emotional blackmail for Benue Youth to capture and say, wait, let me come. So that some people say, this guy. So, amongst the Benue Youth, some of them might be emotional. This guy is talking with his mother. Let us forgive him. Let us go and hand him over to the Nigerian army. Maybe they will just, who am I? I cannot, I'm here in my own state, in Southwest, doing my thing, But I know that the gospels of Sunday Igboho rings well with me. I know that the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's what? It strikes a chord in me. That you don't make a mistake by emboldening and empowering your enemies. What we are having is a survival of the fittest. Just you put yourself in the shoe. If you are not able to capture that guy, what do you think would have happened? As in, allow that guy just 1 minute. Allow him 1 minute to go. Would you have told your wives and daughters and even your brothers in that community that, wait, call your mama before we do anything we want to? Do they even have such? Do they even have such conversations? The best thing they'll do is they'll see the fine, fine ladies. Ah, this one or this one. They just take them as, you know, spoils of wars, and then they'll take them into the bushes and be sleeping with them. When they are fed up with them, maybe they have child, and if they see that the girl is trying to be rebellious, they buy the girl, unalive her instantly. So this issue that, well, I don't know. I'm not going to advise the middle belt how they handle this thing. But what I know is calling his mom, who never came out for one day to cry that my son is in banditry. Listen, no mother can come out and tell you does not know what his son is doing. Yes, a father might not be able to know. A father a father can literally be put in the dark for years. I mean, we know how it works. But the mother will become the first beneficiary of when a child begins to succeed. It is mother that becomes the beneficiary. I used to say that the banditry going on in that north and the fear or the cowardice, the timidity that has held down the middle belt men because the women has not risen up. For the north, if the women in the north are not covering their husbands, their sons, coming out, hey, my son don't go join banditry. Hey, Nigeria Army, we can rise up. The last time we heard in Maiduguri, where they said that bandits would take spoils of war anytime they go to attack. They take rice, they take bag of beans, they take money, they go and give some to their wives. And I mean, didn't we see Ado Alero's wife and mother at Medina in Mecca? That it was some hours later they captured his wife and mom. Was it not some days later that we now saw that they also deported Shegumi? Was it not? So I have said that the women's are the what? Enablers. Maybe now he tell mama, say, mama, now my last attack, I won't go do this. God can't catch her. Possibly. If the women rise up, yes, if the women rise up to begin to expose their sons, husbands, brothers, I'm telling you, these Fulani herdsmen will reduce. That is why you should have no pity for the women who are from the Fulani extractions, who are wives of the Fulani herders. You should have no any level of sympathy towards that women who are encouraging their husbands to go into banditry. A woman who is a wife and a mother who to Ado Alero, they know that the money that Ado Alero is using to sponsor them to Medina in Mecca to go for Hajj didn't come clean. And yet you saw them there, they are going there to pray. Is that a way of life? Let me tell you, a man can go as much as his wife, mother supports him. I mean, this is clear. I mean, are you not feeling me? Are you not with me? A man can ginger to any limit as long as he has the support of his wife and mother. Yes. So this issue, let me call my mom. No, it's not gonna fly. But who am I? I'm not a middle belton. I'm just a common political analyst. Just a common political analyst. You know, yes. The issue that this banditry has been able to last for this period is because the women in the north are equally complicit. Yes, it is. Yes. If the women of the middle belt begin to rise up, begin to curse their husband, that, oh God, you must defend us. You must seek for guns to be approved. If the women begin to protest to the government house, they go to National Assembly, we need guns. If the women who rose against Uthman Danfodio when Uthman Danfodio was carrying out his Fulani jihadism within the period of 1804 to 1849, for almost a period of 40 years, It was the women of the Middle Belt that rose up. It was a woman that threw the dart, the poisonous dart that poisoned Usman Dan Fodio. And he had to run back before he died. Until that time, the histories are enormous, where you would know that more reasons why women will have to rise up for men to be able to achieve their potentiality to face their fears and enemies. The women of the north, of the Fulani extraction, the wives and daughters, the mothers of these Fulani marauding and terrorizing headers, why you think the Fulani headers are so unstoppable, invisible? It's because they have a backup. Aside from the federal government that has been reported that there are some elements selling intels to these Fulani marauding headers, aside from that, they are women. Yes, because I tell you, they cannot live a life alone. There has to be someone that they enjoy the proceeds with. When they grab your land, someone has to come and stay there with them. For them to continue their land grab expansion, that means their family must occupy where they just snatched. So are you feeling me? Are you getting what I'm saying? And this is why I totally agree with what the Tour of TV said. Let us watch what this man has to say against that Miyetti Allah chairman.
All dress in the same way. So if you come here and tell us that there are a few criminal elements that have joined the headers and they are spoiling the show for all of you, the model you need to first do is drive away the madmen among you. Any other story you tell us without doing it is playing to the gallery. If you have madmen among you, you know the madmen, deal with the madmen, let the Senate, the mechanics we know. The mechanics we know, in my illustration, were the original herders we knew that will come, growing up in this environment, they will come running with staff to guide the herds so that they will not spoil, destroy farms. That's the herders. In one of our meetings of Northern traditional rulers some years ago, a traditional ruler rose up and made the statement you made today, and my heart jumped. He said, you cannot change the culture of people overnight. What culture are you talking about? Is it culture of killing? What culture are you talking about? Is it a nomadic culture of moving up and down? That culture didn't have problems. That culture didn't seek to take over our land. That culture didn't seek to kill us. That culture didn't seek to destroy our farms, our livelihoods. That's not the culture we know. What we have now are criminal headers carrying assault rifles, killing our people, maiming them, raping our women and our daughters, dispossessing us of our land, and even when we harvest our crops and bring them home, they come to our homes, destroy our houses, bring out our harvests for their cows to eat. Is that the culture? No, I beg to differ. Any culture that is killing people, maiming people, taking over their livelihoods, burning their property, does not require 1 second notice. That culture must end immediately. If you come with heads, we will show you where the land is fertile, the grass is green, you will eat. But if you come right on our farm, people busy working, you are killing them. You are destroying our livelihoods, our farms. A whole year's labor is destroyed. That's an alien culture that cannot be tolerated in our environment. So for your own people, the model I say is that let the mechanics join hands and deal with the madmen. Then we will accept you. We have always done that in the decades past, where if a cow strayed and destroyed any farm, they will come quickly, settle, pay compensation, and move on. Now, in my domain, in Kwande, they have taken over more than 4 wards, and are staying. In my domain in Way West, almost all the 15 wards have been taken over, and the people have run to around Naka, and there is kidnapping and road blockage on the way every day. That's not a culture that we can accommodate in Benue State. So, Markaban, deal with your internal issues. If you say they are madmen, that you don't know them, you know them. They dress like you. They talk like you. They carry AK-40 what? 7 like you. You can't deceive us. If they are talking like you, walking like you, carrying guns like you, killing us like you, how can you say you are not part of them? So first, deal with the madmen among you. And come and present yourself clean. We will accept you. We have always done. It's just that things have changed.